Hey guys, Wade with Learn Easy Guitar Tunes. Hey, if you really want to say thank you to me, you can give me a tip. Right down there's a super thanks. If you want to click on that, you can give me a thank you. Hey, everyone loves a Travis Tritt song, but there's nothing better than Travis Tritt and Marty Stewart together whenever they would do a song. And today we're going to do one of those songs, and it is going to be fun. Stick around. Hey guys, let's get into this great lesson. Whiskey Ain't Workin. Let's talk about the chords we're going to need. Now, I'm going to tell you there's some seventh chords in here. If you choose not to play them, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to add a little bit of flavor, that's no problem at all. So the chords we're going to need are going to be a G. You're going to need a G7. You're going to need a C. You're going to need a D. You're going to need a D7. You're going to need an E, and you're going to need an A. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not that bad. And the strum pattern we're going to need for this song is just going to be country, so it's going to be like this. So on the intro is actually a vocal. I'm not going to sing it because I'll get a copyright thing. But anyway, there was a time. So all that is, if you want to do that run up, is going to be 3 on 6, open on A, 5, 2 on 5, and then finally 3 on 5 to finish out your C. So he says, there was a time. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. The chord progression for the first verse is going to be a C to a G, and then you're going to have an A, the D to the D7, and then it's going to repeat the G, C, G, the D, and G. Let's just look at that in context. I'm not going to sing this one. We're just going to kind of go through it. It's going to go like this. There was a time I could drink my tears away, cares, and drown out all of the heartaches. Going to an A, it hurt me night and day. Going to a D to a D7. Going to a G. When the thought of you came crashing through, going to a C, I'd have one more. Now the whiskey, going to a D, ain't working. So a couple things to note there, guys. You can either use the C or you can use the C add 9. It's interchangeable. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever's more comfortable for you guys. Also, I wanted to point out that there is that little lick that's in there, and I'll tell you exactly what that is. So when he goes, there was a time I could drink my tears, cares away, and drowned out all of the heartache. What that lick is 3 on 6, open on 6, 3 on 6, 4 on 6. Going to an A, so go like this. You don't have to play it, and if you don't want to play it, you just stay on the G and then go to the A. We're up to the first chorus, and the chorus is going to be a C, a G, an E, an A, a D to a D7, a G to a G7, a C to a G, and then to a D and a G. One final thing that I wanted to point out is that you can play your G like this. You can do your ring finger on 6, your middle finger on 5, and then your pinky down here on 1 to free up your index finger if you want to play that 7th chord, because all you have to do is then just lift up your pinky. So it'd be like this. I I choose to do it like this with the double stop down at the bottom because I like the full sound and because I can get this changed in time. So I go. Okay, so let's take a look at that chorus. And it's going to start on the C. So we're going to come out of that last line on the verse, and then we're going to go into the chorus. Now the whiskey ain't working anymore. I need one good honky-tonk angel to turn my life around. Go to an E. It's reason enough for me to lay this old bottle down. D to a D7. It's going to be the G to the G7. The woman, warm and willing, is what I'm looking for. Now the whiskey ain't working anymore. So rather than going through that entire chorus again, guys, anywhere that there's a D7 or a G7, if you don't feel comfortable enough playing that, then all you need to do is just stay on the regular G or stay on the regular D. After the chorus, you're going to go into a little instrumental where there's going to be a solo, and then there's going to go back into another verse. Now, I do want to point out this verse a little bit before we end this lesson, only because it does change up a little bit. On the last two lines, what normally he went from a G, C, G, and he stayed on that G and then went right to the D for the Whiskey Ain't Workin' Anymore. On the second verse, he'll go G, C, G, C, G, D, G. Everything else is exactly the same. So let me show you how that works. They knew my name at every bar in town. And they knew all of the reasons I was coming round. D7. Here we go. It's in my mind. B-side fine. They'd start to pour. Now the whiskey ain't working anymore. I find it interesting that they would change the chord progression from one verse to the next. From there, he goes into another chorus, and at the end of the chorus, there's a tag. Lord, the whiskey ain't working anymore. And that's the entire lesson. Hey friends, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and nothing means more to me than the fact that you've subscribed to my channel. However, if you happen to be one of those people who just watch this video, consider hitting that button and see other videos coming up. See you next time.